welcome to Have Guitar. I hope you're doing great as always. This is a guitar lesson and a bass lesson for the Kiss song She from the album Dressed to Kill. So this is a slow rocker. It's a heavy song, or at least it was a heavy song for its time. I would still say it's quite heavy though. One of my favorites of the old classic Kiss. The guitar sound that I'm using when I'm showing you the song is from Live Ready Sound. It's from their Pack 79 Mini Bender. I used that for the solo on my version of the song because I thought it just suited that song. That tone, that sound suited it really well. The other guitars on the recording is from way back. I think it's recorded with my Line 6 Pod XT. It's a little bit too much distortion maybe, but I just figured it's good enough. I don't have unlimited time, so let's go with that. But now, and I just want to say there is an index to this video lesson in this video's description, of course, so check that out if you don't want to see through all the video in one go. And there will be info published on screen as well with tabs and stuff. So now let's shut up and play. So basically you could say that this song revolves around the same riff that it starts with, in different variations of course. Just want to say it goes in G, but the guitar is tuned down half a step, so if you haven't tuned your guitar down half a step, it'll be an F sharp instead. So it starts with a low G to a high G, and then that chromatic thing. Repeat. And then when the full setting comes in, you have one guitar playing that, but the other guitar goes. And then. And then they start singing, so let me show that up front. Okay, so I don't think you'll have any problems with the chords. The G, high G, then it's C, C sharp, D, and F, high F. That's easy as pie. When it starts, I play it like this on the two middle strings. So it's G, A sharp and C. And then a variation on that chromatic passage. And then it's your basic minor pentagonic scale. So the verse is just like the beginning with that. And then we go into the chorus. You have one guitar that goes in a backbeat, you could say. While the other guitar just plays the open chord. I think he strums the strings every fourth measurement or something like that. The last time he plucks the strings, something like this. And then back to. So after the second chorus you have some stuff going on. First they return to this thing. Two times. Then they turn that around a bit. So that's really easy. Let me show you that close up as well. So this is the same part as in the beginning. And then they turn it around like this. Then you come to that part when they do the breaks or whatever you want to call it, and it sounds like this. Let me show that up close. So it's all in the key of G, of course, like the rest of the song. Starts off on the 3rd fret on the low string, up to the high G. So after those breaks you have that part where the bass and the drums plays. If you want to see what the bass is playing, you have to check the index and go to the bass part. But the guitars play roughly the same but with chords instead, so it's F, G, A sharp and C, and it goes like this. So I'm just playing that with simple riffs like they were doing. Should I show that up close? Sure, why not? So down to F you go. I hope you can see the chords here. So after the solo parts you have that part with just drums, vocals and those little solo snippets which I will show you in the lead part of this video. Check out the description for God's sake. Then you have an ordinary chorus with the exception that it lands on a G and then down to an E. Okay, so this is nothing complicated. You land on it, I think it's an open G. I play it like that. And then down to an E. And then it's just D, D sharp, E, F. So this is the bass parts for She. Most of the time the bass plays exactly like the guitar, so it's like... and so on. There's a difference in the chorus because there the bass plays a little pattern or whatever you want to call it, a little walking bass you could say, so it's like... Gonna show that close up so you can see exactly what I'm playing. So you start off on the 7th fret of the D string, a high A. Then you have have those breaks before the solo starts off, and that in that place the bass plays exactly like the guitars. Let me show that close up as well. So you start off on the 3rd fret of the E string, it's a G. Then you have that part where it's only bass and drums, so it's F, G, A sharp and C. Those are the notes, so it's... At the end of the song you have that last chorus. Land on a G, 3rd fret on the E string. So that starts off, it's a chromatic passage, starts off on the D. Continue till the song is over, unless you're playing a live version, because that's slightly different. But that's another story. That's all for the bass. So the first solo is that intro solo going over the part that goes, you know. So this is how it goes. Should I play that slow and close up? All right. So it's all mainly in the pentatonic basic scale, you know. So start off with the bend on the 5th fret on the 3rd string, counting from downwards. And then all the way up to the 17th fret. So if I play that slowly, it's something like this. So this is the main solo, which on the record is played by 2 different guitars, so it does some harmonies to it there. But I'm gonna play it on my recording. It's like on the original album Dress to Kill, but now when I play it, I'll play it like I think he plays it on Alive, where he doesn't, for obvious reasons, have access to 2 guitars at the same time. So it starts off on the 5th and the 3rd fret. That's the first part. Let me show you that up close again. So the 5th and the 3rd fret. the second part of the solo, which I play actually just an octave up, so it starts off on the 15th and the 17th fret up here. That part is exactly the same as the first part, just that it's higher up on the neck. Then you have this 5 times. So I'm going to show that up close again. Anyway, let's go over to those small lead parts that Ace tosses in between the singing after the solo. So I'm going to show you close up directly from the beginning. The first little lead riff, or whatever you want to call it, is all on the 3rd fret and the 1st fret, so it's very easy. The second one is on the 5th and the 3rd fret on the 2 middle strings. It dampens the string a little bit. Something like that. Then the 3rd part is like this. So it's 5 and 3 again. And then he ends with a little longer solo riff, or whatever you want to call it. So it's slowly. So that's it for the leads. I did not do the outro solo because, I mean, the song is just fading out and he's improvising something, so I didn't bother to do it. So, well, I'm a lazy bastard. Well, there you have it. This is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I hope you could learn something from it. I guess maybe that's why you are watching. I don't know. It's a great song. I love She. I actually maybe think that a live version is slightly better, but that's, well, it's the same song, but still not exactly the same. Well, I love Old Kiss. I hope you do too. I hope you liked the video, as I said, and that you could learn something from it. If you have any opinions about this video, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you think something was exceptionally bad or good, you could tell me. And if it was bad, I'll try to make it better for the next guitar lesson video that I'll release. And if you think it was good, I can soak that up and just indulge. So, well, that's about it. Also, if you have any suggestions on a particular song you'd like me to cover, I'm out after trying to cover all the old Kiss classics. And as I've said before, in the pace that I'm doing it, it'll take some years before we're there. But feel free to leave suggestions, whatever. They are more than welcome. More than welcome is also a subscription if you don't already subscribe. How about that little bridge? To support me and my channel, it'll be most appreciated. And to all of you who do subscribe, thank you, you are the best. I love you for it. So appreciated. As I've said before, I don't even know how to describe it, because it sure makes me motivated and feels really good to know that some people actually think I'm good enough to follow. So that warms my heart a cold winter evening here in the cold of Sweden. Yeah. Is that my daughter coming in? It could very well be. I better finish up quickly. There is a new video out every Thursday. If you subscribe, you could get notifications about that in your YouTube wall of information, whatever they call it. I'm sure that's another name for that. But there is a new video out every Thursday, so I hope to see you there and then. And until then, stay clean and play really hard. Goodbye.